Hello everyone, Rurikhan here once again bringing you guys another episode of PlayStation Plus incoming. In this particular episode we're going to be taking a little look at the PlayStation Store in North America, and it looks like they're going to be changing the format with which they'll be delivering their updates. Here's the news. With spring on the horizon, we figured that it might be time to test a new format of delivering your PS Plus updates. This month we're providing an outlook of the major stuff hitting the Instant Game Collection in March with this update, but you'll still want to check the weekly posts to see the discounts and any other freebies available to you as a PlayStation Plus member. So basically, the PlayStation Plus store update is going to become much more in line in the North American store with the European store, which is a big monthly update kind of thing. Of course, they also will still be doing their weekly freebies and whatnot. So yeah, this is actually a good thing because now you guys can actually look at the monthly updates that I do with the European store and compare them with the North American store, which a lot of you guys really like to do from what I can tell in the comments section. And then you guys can say whatever you want about it because now it actually kind of makes sense instead of you guys comparing my weekly updates from North America with the monthly updates from Europe, which didn't really make a lot of sense. So anyways, starting things right up for you guys in the North Americas, you're going to be getting access to Spec Ops The Line. I'm going to give you guys a little description of the game here. Set in a fictional Dubai, which has been wiped off the map by a cataclysmic sandstorm, you're tasked with leading your squad to find out what happened to the American squad that was sent in to rescue the city, and find out what lies buried beneath the sand. Along with the world's most opulent ruin, it's a fascinating take on the shooter genre with white-knuckle gameplay and a powerful message, only unraveled once you make it to the thrilling end moments of the game. Don't miss it. So you can be downloading that soon, because they really don't give us any dates on this particular blog post update. The other game that's going to be available for you guys, which is also currently, well, not really currently, it's going to be available in Europe as well, is Joe Danger 2, the movie for the PlayStation 3. Take Joe Danger on a death-defying thrill ride across the set of the greatest blockbuster movie ever made. Chase crooks on your police bike, destroy laser-firing robots with a stolen jetpack, escape giant boulders in a minecart, time travel to punch dinosaurs, and divert nuclear missiles on your unicycle. Yes, it is as awesome as it sounds. This is their description. Like I said, this game, when I did the European update, this game to me strikes me very much as a kind of a similar playstyle with Trials HD, which currently I believe is called Urban Trial in the PlayStation 3. There's a very similar game, so except it's more cartoony and more humorous and whatnot. Another game you guys can be downloading, you guys are going to be downloading in March, is actually this Gaia 3 Absence of Attention for the PlayStation Vita. And this is actually a really good game. I can recommend this game if you're into tactical RPGs. I can recommend it because I am actually playing this game in my Vita and I really, really enjoy it. One of the kings of strategy RPGs makes its debut in the Instant Game Collection. Take a field trip anytime you want with Mao, Rest Barrel, Almaz, and the rest of the Evil Academy gang with this Gaia 3 on PlayStation Vita. Offering incredible depth and hours upon hours of strategy RPG goodness, this Gaia fans, or RPG fans in general, should have this one on their PlayStation Vita, which features 5 new chapters on top of the original's content. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try and put a link to my this Gaia 3 video in the description, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and click the link in the description and you will get a New Game Plus episode from me on this Gaia 3. The other game you guys are going to be getting for free on the PlayStation 3 is going to be The Cave. The Cave is a new adventure game from Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion creator Ron Gilbert and Double Fine Productions. Assemble your team of 3 from 7 unlikely adventurers, each with their own unique personalities and stories, then descend into the mysterious depths to explore locations including a subterranean amusement park and a medieval castle, not to mention a fully armed and ready to launch nuclear-tipped ICBM. I have no idea what an ICBM is, but it definitely sounds interesting. The Cave awaits. So this particular game, I haven't really played it yet, so I can't really say much about it. I know that it's kind of like an adventure point-and-click game mixed in with a platformer, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've also heard that a lot of people expected a little bit more depth from some of the gameplay of this game. So I don't really know where I stand. I haven't really tried it out, but just in case you guys are interested, you're going to be getting it for free if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. And then the final game you're going to be getting for free is going to be Tekken 6 for the PlayStation Portable, but also supported on the PlayStation Vita. Armed with the largest character roster ever in Tekken history, a robust single-player game experience, countless multiplayer and online options, and an addictive character customization system, the greatest fighting game franchise Soars is here for the PS Vita and PSP owners to add to their instant game collection. So I do like the Tekken fighting style, so Tekken is a solid fighter. Even though I honestly don't own a Tekken game, I have played Tekken games in the past. They're usually pretty good. So it seems to me like you guys are going to actually get a pretty solid update this time around in March. I mean, even though obviously some people are going to be pleased, some people are not going to be pleased. But as everything in life, for when something new comes along, something old has to go, especially in regarding to PlayStation Plus. So if you haven't downloaded these other games, you might want to get to it because they will be leaving the PlayStation Plus store in March. So starting right up, on March the 5th, Guardians of Middle-earth will be leaving the PlayStation Plus service. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, you might want to consider doing it so that you can download it in the future whenever you want. Guardians of Middle-earth is kind of like a Dota style game. It actually, I actually when I played it, I actually liked the play style of it. It's kind of like Dota, but it has a little bit of differences. I mean, it's a Dota style game, definitely, but it had sufficient differences to kind of get me interested. The problem was getting matches going in Europe, so I'm not sure if that has improved or not. I haven't really checked up on it, but it's still a pretty solid game, so I would advise you guys to download it if you're a PlayStation Plus member. Another game that's going to be leaving the PlayStation Store is Quantum Conundrum. On March the 12th, this game will be leaving your PlayStation Store. Quantum Conundrum is kind of like a Portal puzzler game in first person where you manipulate different dimensions and whatnot to navigate your way through first person levels. The concept definitely seems interesting to me. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Another game leaving is going to be Dungeon Defenders. On March 19th, Dungeon Defenders is going to be leaving, and I would just flat out recommend you download this game because it's as the game implies, it's a tower defense game, but it has a very unique twist to it, and I really enjoyed the time I've played this game on the PC, especially if you can get friends to play this game with you. It is a really, really good experience, lots of fun times, so download that. On March the 19th as well, Foosball 2012 for the PlayStation Vita will be leaving. I have no idea what this game is about, so quite honestly, can't really comment too much on it, but you might as well just download it to be on the safe side. And on March the 26th, Plants vs. Zombies will be leaving the store as well, so if you're into that type of gameplay, you might want to download it now. Also, I think it's important to mention that if you purchase a PlayStation Plus subscription before these games leave the store, you can get these games and the next batch of games, I assume. So if you're interested in any, like in the full list that I just gave you, you might want to consider getting into the PlayStation Plus thing. So they haven't really given us any dates on the release of the games. They just say they're going to be getting released throughout March. So yeah. Once again, keep your eyes peeled out for that. Also, something that you guys should know, but that is actually store-wide and not necessarily just for PlayStation Plus members, but store-wide in the PlayStation Store for North America. They're going to be giving away a couple of games for your PlayStation Vita. One of those games is Wild Arms, and again, I have no idea what these games are because these are some pretty old games. It was even before I was into console gaming, so I'm sorry about that. But you're going to have Wild Arms, which is a PlayStation 1 classic. You're going to have Patapon, which is for your PlayStation Portable. You're going to have Piyotama, which I really have no idea how to pronounce, for your PlayStation Portable. And Patchwork Heroes for PlayStation Portable. All of these games are compatible with your PlayStation Vita. So if you're in the North American store, make sure you download these bad boys, obviously assuming you also have a PlayStation Vita. Also, on top of all this stuff, the PlayStation Store is still going to be celebrating their PlayStation Vita anniversary with a second week of sales, which is something that doesn't happen that often in the European store. I can complain myself. but I'm going to be giving you guys the lowdown on each of the games and their respective prices. So you're going to get Army Corps of Hell, $19.59, Big Sky Infinity, $4.89, and Big Sky Infinity is cross-buy, so you buy it once you get it for the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita. Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extended for $12.24, Dukoru for $6.99, Dynasty Warriors Next for $17.14, Knit Underground, which is cross-buy, you buy it once you get it for the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita, for $7.34, Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes, $19.59, Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7, wow. Oh wait, no, this actually makes sense. Okay, Lego Harry Potter Years 5-7, $9.79, Lego Lord of the Rings, $19.59, Orga Rhythm, $9.79, Pure Chess for $3.84, Retro City Rampage, which is cross-buy once again, buy it for your PlayStation Vita, get it for the PlayStation 3 as well, $7.34, Cinemora for $4.89, Spy Hunter for $17.49, Street Fighter X Tekken for the PlayStation Vita, $19.59, Sumi Oni Demon Arts for $7.34, and I actually think that Sumi Oni might be a cool game. I've been looking into it, but I haven't really looked too deep into it, but it looks kind of cool. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the PlayStation Vita, $19.59. So if you're interested in any of the games mentioned above, there's going to be a special sale throughout this week, I assume. So you might want to check that out. And that's pretty much all the updates I have for you guys. So I think it's a pretty solid update for the North American dudes. What do you guys think? I mean, leave me your comments in the comment section below if you like this update or not. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, leave me a like if you enjoyed this video, and leave me your feedback, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one.